After the escape the previous night, Lena and her friends followed closely behind Koa. Maya and Lena kept their promise to each other and the strange man to not tell the others about anything they had seen in the basement. They had stopped briefly to discuss the stipulations of their agreement, which everyone was in agreement that Koa would lead and Lena would stay closest to him, so there was a unanimous decision that everyone else would keep Koa safe from behind. While Lena and her friends did not trust Koa, they put aside their differences to ensure that they could get through the rough terrain without incident.
While we have a bit of a flat stretch here, we should probably address the fairies.
Fairies? What does that mean?
Yes. Fairies. Just beyond this flat stretch that we're on, there's the Forest of Fairies and Fury. Sounds like a cheesy name, but it really does live up to it. Although the fairies are visually stunning, they are truly not to be underestimated. Their magic is ancient and, well, furious. They may look kind and harmless, but they would not hesitate to separate your head from your neck and laugh as it fell to the ground.
Well, that's morbid. Would you have rather she not tell you?
And there's no way to bypass the ancient murderers.
None at all. No alternative routes, nothing. You may be dim-witted, but do you really think that I'd risk my own well-being and pass through here if there were ulterior routes? Need I remind you who is protecting you despite you being a ravenous family murderer? Maybe you should just go live with the fairies, considering you're just like them. I am nothing like those ancient monsters. You know nothing about me, and if you want me to continue to lead you and not leave you stranded here, I suggest you remember who you're talking to.
Can you two stop with the display of masculinity?
It's slowing us down. Let's keep moving.
Lena, slow down.
How do you know about the forest?
Well, I mean, I had to pass through here to get to the university when I was deemed a servant.
And how exactly did you survive if they, the fairies, are as bad as you say they are?
I actually don't know, really. They just kind of left me alone. I saw them lurking behind the trees, but they never harmed me.
Well, how do you know they're so evil, then?
Well, there was a group of nomads that would pass through my magicless community every now and then, who would tell us stories of how they survived without magic. They were super rugged, and I really didn't think that they would have a reason to lie about anything.
We never had fairies in our community, but we did have river sirens who mostly kept to themselves. Every once in a while they would lure an unsuspecting victim into their grasp, but nothing really too threatening.
Wow. I've heard sirens are quite beautiful.
Not nearly as beautiful as you, though. Let's keep moving.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired.
How are you holding up, Lena?
Well, I'm glad we did all that training. Otherwise, I probably would have keeled over in a ditch. Still, I'm feeling a bit dizzy. How are you?
Physically, I'm fine. Mentally, still trying to figure out what on earth the others are hiding. I don't know. Maybe it's all just some big coincidence.
Unlikely. That weirdo in your room was right more than once and knew way too much for it to be a mere coincidence.
Plus, he looked convincing with all the scars.
Deception can be hidden in beautiful packages, Maya.
Yeah, that's Spencer's entire existence. Hey, we're at the edge. Let's rest here for tonight. Right in front of the killer fairy forest? It's my understanding that they will not attack unless we cross the threshold into the forest. We should be safe on the edge. Looks like I'm not getting any sleep. Choose to sleep or not. We're gonna be leaving early in the morning, whether you're rested or extremely fatigued. It should be about 8 hours before the sun begins to rise, so get as much rest as your body allows.
Are we just going to be sleeping on the ground?
Where else would we sleep, super genius?
Are we gonna assign times for people to take watch?
No. I will keep watch all night.
But you need sleep too.
Lena, when have I ever slept? Who do you think watched over you at night? Even though now I'm realizing that I must have been rather incompetent at that, considering Maya got past me several times, it seems.
Well, calling yourself incompetent sounds like a stretch. Odyssey clan members aren't equipped with the same mind tricks that Maya's clan is.
I am not an Odyssey clan member.
Oh, so you belong to the Onyx clan? Which division?
You ask me questions like we're friends. We are not friends. I'm only being cordial with you due to self-preservation. Go to sleep. You don't get any special treatment tomorrow if you're tired.
You know, we'll have to talk about what we saw eventually, Koa.
I wouldn't count on it. Hello, Lena.
What are you doing here?
As I told you before, I'm with you always.
But the others might see you.
I've told you before. People can only see me if I reveal myself to them.
So if anybody were to wake up right now, they would just think I'm talking to nothing.
That's likely. As always, I don't have much time. But it seems like tonight I might have a bit longer than usual if we continue uninterrupted.
Why are you haunting me?
To you, it may seem as though I'm haunting you. But I'm here to keep you safe. One day it'll make sense. But today isn't that day. We don't have enough time.
You just seem so familiar, yet so unfamiliar at the same time.
Just as it should be. You're very smart, Lena. We've known each other for quite some time, but never all at once. We've known each other in increments, in moments, and at different times. I've been haunting you for longer than you can remember. Although you do not remember now, you will soon. I can promise you that.
Your riddles only confuse me further. How am I supposed to take you as a credible source of warning if you intentionally try and confuse me?
I am bound much tighter than you realize, Lena. I don't speak in riddles to confuse you, but rather to give you hints to understand. As I said, today is not the day to make sense of it. I've just come to tell you that. Who are you talking to?
Just myself. I can't seem to stay asleep.
Oh, well, can you maybe talk to yourself a little quieter? I can hear you all the way over there. Plus, if you can't sleep because you're feeling uneasy, you're more than welcome to lay with me.
Yeah, sorry about that. And to the second thing, I think I'll pass. But thank you, though. I think I have too much sleep babbling to get back to, and I don't want to keep you up any further.
Suit yourself. I will visit you again, Lena. Don't worry too much about my warning tonight. Sleep and know that you are protected.
Lena, stay back!
Koa! Aren't you gonna use your powers? How are you fighting ancient magic with only brute force?
Stay focused! anymore. Lena, no, stay back. I don't know if we speak the same language, but please, give them back. I need them.
Your friends have intruded on our space. Although we respect you, young one, we do not respect when our space has been intruded on.
I'm not sure what I've done to earn your respect, but we are merely just passing through. We do not plan on staying. It was just dark, and we thought it would be safer to sleep on the outskirts of the forest. I can see now that we've made a grave mistake, but please, spare them.
Young one, we will save your friends and let you all pass. Should you remember to never encroach on our space again.
We promise. 100%, we promise.
You should do more to inquire about who you are, young one. There is more to you than meets the eye. Return them. You shall pass. They will heal. But go now while I'm feeling generous. Be healed.
So, Lena, you want to explain to us exactly how you managed that?
I just walked out there and tried to negotiate. I don't know why they respect me or why they said any of what they said. I don't know. What I do know is that I got everybody out of trouble. So why are you coming at me so aggressively? I'm more interested in our fearless leader's here power. So what is it, Koa? It's hard for me to believe that you wouldn't have used it in that kind of a fight.
My power is none of your concern. It wouldn't have been as useful as my natural fighting skills in that particular fight, and that's all you need to know.
Well, being strong and a good fighter is something a magicless being could do. You're outside the bounds of that university, so why continue to suppress whatever it is you've got going on in there?
Well, when an appropriate time to show my power arises, I'll make sure to alert you first, Maya. Maybe they just gave him a strength serum at birth or something. Alright, we're well past fairy territory now. This should be a good place to stay for the night. Men, we will forage for food. Women will stay here and keep an eye out on the camp. There's no point in testing our physical limits today. We're obviously all very fatigued. We can make up time for it tomorrow. Let's go.
Why is he hiding his power? There's something fishy going on, and I just can't quite place my paw on what. Maybe it's just an extremely weak power, Maya, and he's being truthful about his strength being the best asset in that moment. I'd hate to jump to conclusions because he really has been helpful. What if he's really magicless? And what I said struck a chord with him. I mean, it wouldn't be implausible. Maya, in this moment, I must resort to calling you stupid. No magicless being is that strong naturally, and no, it cannot be trained into you. Look at Lena. No need to be rude, Selena. I've been nothing but nice to you the entire time I've known you. What's with the attitude? This entire scheme of including him was stupid. Oh, then why didn't you stay at the university? You complain a lot for someone who has had nearly everything handed to her for her entire life. Truly, I handed you the revolution because I'm getting us to the one place that might actually garner people to your cause.
Sheesh. You could cut through this tension with a knife. I feel like we've intruded on something.
No intrusion. What'd you guys get to eat?
Lucky for us, Santiago was able to use his earth-mind connection to turn some grass into bread. Who knew it worked like that? We also found a lone basket, which indicates that somebody else has made camp here recently. We can't stay here for a full night, but we can rest up. Min should totally get to choose first, considering it was my magic and our hard work that even got us the food in the first place.
How chivalrous of you guys, truly.
You can have my portion.
Are you not hungry?
I ate while we were foraging. Plus, you clearly need it more than I do.
Well, thank you.
You know, Lena, we never really got the chance to finish talking about you and I.
What about you and I?
Well, we kissed, so...
Maybe let's talk about it when life gets a little less chaotic. Spencer, I feel like this is catastrophically bad timing.
Why do you keep continuing to deny yourself happiness, Lena?
Is that what I'm doing? Spencer, not only is this bad timing, but this is also very much so not the place to talk about this.
Please get a room.
Listen, Spencer, I promise, whenever we get to where we're going, we will talk about it. But it's just too overwhelming right now.
Sure, Lena. But I'm not giving up on you.
I wonder if he'll come tonight. He never finished his morning.
Waiting for somebody?
No. No, I'm not waiting for anyone.
Perhaps you fooled me before with the help of your friends, Lena. But you're still an egregious liar.
I'm not lying.
You know, Lena, ghosts hardly ever have all the answers. You shouldn't believe a word that they say. They're quite elusive with their descriptions, as I'm sure you know.
What do you mean?
It means whatever you want it to mean, Lena. Do you believe in ghosts?
Do you?
Define ghost.
Stop avoiding all my questions, Koa.
I asked you first, but I'll answer you just this once. I believe we were all haunted by something, but most of the time it's just ourselves, even if it comes to us in a different form entirely. Seems like that wolf dog thing must be some kind of annoying specter in your life, huh?
Spencer isn't annoying. He's just a little poorly trained.
So he isn't the ghost that you're out here waiting for?
Why are you out here? And why do you continue to bother me?
You've run out of questions that I'll answer. Remember, Lena, we are not friends.
You're the one who approached me.
Huh. It appears so. I can't even remember getting down here. What were we discussing?
Are you okay?
Yes. I need to go back now. I've run out of strength and time, it seems.
Koa, wait. Before you go, why did you do it? Why did you kill them? The people that raised you, loved you, cared for you. Why?
Why don't you ask the ghost you came down here to see whether or not rumors are equivalent to the truth?